I wanted to get into our next topic.
Speaking of All-Star.
Speaking of All-Star. Can Austin Reaves make the All-Star team this year, Eric? And this is a serious question. I'm not really joking just because we're Laker homers and things like that. But can Austin Reaves make that next jump?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, look, we can't just base it on tonight, but he also had a hell of a game. He played quite a bit more than Luka. He played 31 minutes, but he also chipped in 25 tonight. And so, I mean, for Austin Reaves, he has progressed pretty much every year. I know he kind of started off slow last year, I believe, or was it the year before, maybe after playing for Team USA? One of the 2 years he started off slow, but his every NBA season he's pretty much gotten better. And so judging by that, if he takes that leap this year, again, Lakers if they have a pretty good record, he could be a beneficiary of LeBron being out just from like a statistic standpoint, right? You might say like, damn, he's averaging 25 or something to that effect. Then it's possible. I don't think he'll ever, I don't want to say ever, but he most likely will not get voted in to the starters. So that would mean the coaching staff of whoever's coaching will need to select him. I know you and I were doing a little bit of an exercise kind of looking at guards in the West. There was a time where I was like, oh man, there's no chance because of all the guards. And there's still some good ones. But us looking at it, right, we kind of saw maybe some possibilities there.
Yeah, I think the big thing is he took a leap last year and started averaging 20 points, and that's with a healthy LeBron throughout the majority of the season there. I think him and LeBron kind of reverse averages this year based on LeBron being out and then kind of coming back and kind of working himself in. I think Austin, especially early on, will have a chance to average at least 25 without LeBron there. Right. And I think he'll fall anywhere between that 23 to 25 point range. And if he does, especially what else he does on the court with rebounds and assists and kind of being that facilitator, and the Lakers obviously having a good record, I think there's a high chance that he can be an all-star, especially with the way the Lakers vote, even though I doubt he'd be voted as like a starter. But just getting his name out there. And I wouldn't be surprised if he starts off strong. And when they start the first voting count, you see Austin Reaves in the top 5, just because, like, you know how Laker fans get. They really are homers. They really kind of get on their players and kind of and bring them up a little bit. But going through the guards, can you name 6 guards right now that will have a better season than Austin Reaves? Like, for sure, have a better season.
Yeah, I didn't even look. I wanted to see how many guards were like picked in the All-Star game last year, but I figure like 5 or 6, right? So okay, so we know that obviously Luka's considered a guard, SGA, and Steph Curry. So those 3 we're gonna just put there. 2 of those 3 will be starters. 1 surprisingly will be not starting. And then you got the likes of Devin Booker. Right.
Okay.
Depending how, how things go with Phoenix, it could be just a lost season for them. And maybe because of that, he doesn't get in.
Okay.
Then unless I'm missing some guys, look, will Ja Morant kind of have like maybe kind of a return bounce back? If you asked me 2 years ago, I'd be like, heck yeah, you're going to put Ja Morant there. Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But what I want to hear, I want to see what about my man Jamal Murray? Is he making the All-Star team?
No.
I knew that was coming quick. He's not
he has not made it yet. And no disrespect to Jamal Murray, but he is obviously not a regular season NBA All-Star type of player. He kills the Lakers all the time in the playoffs, and that's what he's known for. So he's more Mr. April, May, June than he is regular season Jamal Murray. So I don't think we put him in there.
Yeah. The wild card, did James Harden make it last year?
Yeah. So I was going to give you the guards last year. So
yeah, please.
From the West, we had Steph Curry, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, So he was a injury replacement for Anthony Davis. So that's how he made it.
Anthony Edwards too, but go ahead. Sorry.
Yep. Yeah. So Anthony Edwards, that's 4. Those 4 and Jalen Williams. So there's and Shea. So there's 6 West guards there.
Jalen Williams. Shoot, that's right.
Yeah.
He's considered a guard?
Yeah. And he's 6'5", remember?
Yeah.
I know. I always thought he was a forward, but he's really a guard.
Wait, who's their point guard?
Shea.
Oh, Shea, yeah. So Shea just
can't
even think of their lineup right now. Yeah, okay. So it's going to be tough. Just because of the two OKC guys, right? You got to have them. I'm sure they're going to have an outstanding season.
Yep.
There was another name.
You have Steph, that's 3. You have Anthony Edwards, that's 4. But I think the 2 people that you think about is James Harden and Kyrie.
Right.
Like Kyrie's not going to be there.
No.
James Harden will, but are you giving like a, 37-year-old, how old is he? 37-year-old James Harden another All-Star appearance? I mean, it just depends on how well he does.
Yeah, with the Clippers, I mean, they have a lot of, they're older, but they have a lot of pretty good players. So they may be like they have such a deep rotation in terms of like guys that they may not have like the statistics for an All-Star game. So maybe like if Kawhi stays healthy, he's like will be the lone All-Star. I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe the big guy over there. But can't even think of his name right now. But
Zubac?
Yeah, Zubac. Yeah. So Yep. I mean, hey, if you asked me in years past, as I mentioned earlier, I would probably say no chance. But with some of the injuries, guys like Steph Curry and James Harden getting a little older, Steph Curry will be there, believe me. But just saying, right? Injuries happen too, right? It could be someone that's selected and just gets banged up, and maybe he's a fill-in. I mean, you never know, right?
Yeah.
So,
and we got to remember that Luka is replacing one of those. So,
yes,
you got Steph.
That's right.
Right. So it's Steph, Luka, Shea. That's 3, and then you're saying Anthony Edwards is 4, and then it's like Jalen Williams, and then there's one more. Can be Harden. One of those guards that are out there, like somebody will be a, that they miss it and there'll be a big snub, right? So it's like one of those guards will be there. I think it's like that 6 guard Austin Reaves would have a chance to get between Harden, him, and maybe another guard out there. So
Fox, or there's a guy.
Fox.
Yeah, who do you think this is?
De'Aaron Fox?
I'm just looking at like the rosters. The Houston, no, right?
They don't have you don't put Amen Thompson not a guard. I hope they don't list him as a guard there.
Yeah.
But
Pelicans, no.
Yeah, don't.
Minnesota, we talked about Edwards, obviously. Portland, no. Clippers. Yeah. No, I mean,
so
obviously John Morant is a wild card too.
Yeah. So there you go. So John Morant, if he's out there in, averaging 25 to 30 points a game and stuff like that, we know he'll probably be in there as well. So it's a good conversation to have. I think it's warranted for the type of trajectory that Austin Reaves is on right now. So I think it's going to be a pretty interesting discussion as the season goes on.
Yep.